Welcome to this series of short videos to help you get the most out of your Esprit Windscreen Repair Kit. The repair kit contains everything you need to complete your repair to a very high standard. Our step-by-step process is built upon a cumulative 90 years experience within the windscreen repair industry. By closely adhering to these instructions, you will achieve a successful repair. Use of the Esprit equipment and resin will ensure you are compliant with a number of international standards, including the British, Australia, New Zealand, and the European standards. The equipment has been performance tested on numerous occasions and surpassed all requirements. Esprit are one of the very few global companies whose resin and equipment passes these performance tests, giving you and your customer confidence in our repairs. We recommend that you observe the minimum waiting times in full where indicated. Failure to do this could affect the quality of your repair. Please take note of all health and safety considerations prior to commencing the repair. Nitrile protective gloves should be worn to prevent skin irritation, which may be caused by the acrylic acid present in the resin. Please make sure that you protect your eyes at all times using the 100% UV blocking safety glasses or overglasses provided in the kit. These will prevent fragments of loose glass or traces of resin from harming the eye, and most importantly will block 100% of the potentially harmful ultraviolet radiation emitted by the curing lamp. When working in public areas, remote locations or at heights, you may consider using the Esprit battery pack as a way of minimising trailing cables. Additional health and safety information can be found on the resin insert card supplied with each resin pack. The use of a bonnet cover is recommended whilst undertaking repairs, as the acrylic acid in the resin may cause damage to the paintwork. Please note that repairing the windscreen in direct sunlight is not advisable and may lead to premature curing of the resin. Please use the special UV shield supplied in the kit to protect the resin during all repairs outside. In the next video, we'll explain how to prepare the windscreen and set up the equipment in readiness for the repair. Before the repair commences, it is important that you carefully examine the damaged area. The kit includes a green LED torch, which can be used to highlight the full extent of the damage. The two most common types of windscreen damage are known as bullseyes and star breaks. The star break requires a slightly different degree of inspection and will be discussed later in the video. Identify the correct zone on the windscreen where the break is located. Use the clear overlay provided within the kit to ensure that the size of the damage is within the limit for that zone. For example, in this case the damage falls within Zone B, where the limit is 40mm in diameter. You should not attempt to repair larger damage than this. Next, identify the precise point where the stone has struck the glass. This is known as the impact crater. Please note that the impact crater should be no greater than 5mm in diameter. Using the inspection tool to assess the damage will produce a grinding or scratchy sound. This is because the impact crater is blocked with concentrated glass debris and possibly dirt and moisture. This debris, dirt and moisture will need to be removed in order to allow effective ingress of the resin when under pressure. To clean out the impact crater, first ensure that you are wearing the protective safety gloves provided. Use the E-Spray IPA spray to clean the damage and surrounding area. Wipe with a lint-free cloth to remove any dirt from the screen. The spray will also help to remove moisture from the crack and will evaporate in a few moments. Attach the small 1mm drill bit into the drill. There is a small button on the drill body near the chuck which locks the drill so that the chuck can be tightened. Please note that some Esprit kits may contain a slightly different model of drill. We recommend that you cradle the drill in one hand to prevent the knurling on the drill chuck from damaging the glass. Hold the drill at a 45 degrees angle and using a gentle rotary action for a series of short bursts, carefully clean out the impacted glass and dirt from the impact point. Please ensure that the head of the drill burr does not travel any more deeply than 1mm beneath the glass. and that the impact crater is not widened during this process. Do not apply excessive force or push the drill too deeply into the glass during the cleaning process, as this could damage the polyvinyl layer that lies between the inner and outer sheets of glass. Recheck the impact crater using the inspection tool. If the impact crater is properly cleared of debris, you should hear a cleaner whistling sound. This indicates that the glass debris has been cleared and that the resin will flow freely into the break. You have now prepared the site of the damage. In the next section, we'll set up the bridge ready to carry out the repair. The repair process is based upon the hydraulic injection of resin into the damaged area. The Elite Repair Bridge is used to hold an injector firmly against the glass. This creates a seal so that the resin can be applied to the break. It is critical that the bridge is set up correctly, as this will ensure that no time is lost or resin wasted during the repair process. The kit includes a mirror which can be attached to the inside of the windscreen to give a clearer view of the break as the bridge is set up. Next, we'll take a look at the bridge itself. Note that the arm of the bridge can be rotated left and right to aid inspection of the area during repair. Ensure that the arrow on the arm does not go beyond either of these outer markers. Apply the water-based gel to the rim of the suction cup only. Place the bridge against the surface of the windscreen with the aluminium collar positioned over the impact crater. Press the suction cup firmly down and flip the cam lever to lock the bridge into place. Check that the impact crater is still located centrally within the aluminium collar and adjust as required. You may find the LED torch useful here. Next, take the injector body from the kit. Both the plastic and stainless steel versions of the injector can be used, depending on personal choice. They are used in the same way. The injector body features a fine thread which allows it to be screwed into the collar. A small lip prevents it from being over-tightened. It should come to a light rest against the surface of the windscreen at an angle of 90 degrees, which ensures that the resin will not leak. The process for using the stainless steel injector is the same. Again, a small lip prevents the injector body being over-tightened and damaging the windscreen. Look down the injector to ensure the crater is still aligned with the centre of the seal. Again, the gel allows a degree of manoeuvre if correction is required. The bridge is now set up and we are ready to apply the resin to the damaged area. Once the bridge has been correctly set up, you are ready to apply the windscreen repair resin. This is contained in the white 2ml bottle housed in your kit. Remember that the Esprit equipment has only passed performance testing when used as a set with Esprit resins. Take a syringe and blunt needle from the resin pack. Assemble and loosely place into the valve in the neck of the bottle. Do not force the needle into the bottle, as this will damage the valve. Upend the bottle and syringe assembly to draw the resin. To load the resin, first carefully draw the plunger back to 0.4ml, then push back to 0.2ml. This will ensure there is no air present in the syringe and needle. Gently place the needle all the way into the open end of the injector body barrel and inject the resin so that it falls onto the damage. Take the plunger and gently screw this into the injector body. As the plunger is screwed down, it will force the resin into the break. Note that creating too much pressure will cause the injector seal to blow and the resin to leak. To avoid this, closely monitor the injector seal using the attached mirror. As the plunger is screwed down, you will see the aperture at the centre of the seal starting to expand. The aperture should widen out from being 3mm in diameter to being no more than 5 or 6mm. At between 5 or 6mm in diameter, all of the pressure required to effect a good repair has been generated. Overpressuring the injector at this point will cause the seal to blow, causing the resin to leak. If this occurs, we recommend a complete reset using fully cleaned components. Once the resin is under pressure, use a timer to count off a minimum of 3 minutes to allow the resin to fully penetrate into the break. The resin is specially formulated to search through the damage and operates on a submolecular level. As the resin is forced into the brake, air is displaced. It is quite common to see the damage all but disappear. After 3 minutes, unscrew the plunger by about 5mm and wait for a further 30 seconds. This creates a vacuum which helps to draw any remaining air out of the brake. Next, visually inspect the area of damage, looking for any evidence of trapped air. These can usually be identified in the form of dark spots, which are trapped in the glass around the damage. Effective repair of the screen can require 2 or more cycles. Before reapplying pressure a second time, the screen should be gently warmed. This helps the cracks and fissures in the brake to expand slightly, aiding the ingress of resin. To warm the glass safely, only use the Esprit 12V heater provided in the kit. Alternative sources of heat may cause damage to the screen. To warm the heater, depress and hold the switch for 10 to 15 seconds. The heater will automatically cut out at 70 degrees centigrade. When fully warmed, apply the heater from the inside of the vehicle for a period of 10 seconds only. Then test with the back of the forefinger. Repeat the 10-second warming and testing process for as many times needed to warm the glass to slightly above skin temperature. Take care not to overheat the glass, as too much heat will close up the cracks and fissures. This will be detrimental to the repair. Repeat the 3-minute pressure cycle, followed by 30 seconds with the pressure off. This cycle of warming the glass, pressure and vacuum should be repeated for as many times as it takes to remove any remaining traces of air from the brake. The final inspection of the brake is the most important stage of the repair. The plunger should first be unscrewed to form a vacuum. The arm of the bridge can then be moved, taking care to stay within the outer markers. Use the LED torch to assist with the visual inspection. Great care should be taken to identify any remaining signs of damage or trapped air prior to curing the resin. A successful repair should give a minimum 70% return of the optical clarity to the screen. A return of around 85% of the optical clarity is achievable if care is taken. The inspection technique for a star brake is slightly more involved. Bring your eye line close to the windscreen surface and look directly across at each individual crack making up the star brake. When looking at the damage from this angle, each line of damage should disappear. This shows that the brake is free of trapped air and the resin has penetrated all the way along the individual cracks and is ready to be cured. Once you are satisfied that the resin has completely filled the brake and that no more air can be removed, the repair can be completed using the 12V LED UV curing lamp. The Esprit LED lamp is set at the correct wavelength to cure the Esprit repair resins with strong molecular bonds. The use of the UV curing lamp will harden the resin. This seals the screen, preventing moisture ingress, restores the screen strength to 100% and prevents wiper damage. Remove the injector and also the Elite bridge from the screen. Wipe away any excess resin. Take a small pre-cut square of mylar film and the bottle of pit fill resin. Hold the plastic film just below the impact crater, peeling back one edge. Apply 1 or 2 drops of the pit fill resin just above the impact crater and allow it to run into the damaged area. Gently allow the sheet to fall over the resin prior to curing, but do not press down. The cured resin should be sitting proud on the surface of the screen prior to curing. Ensure that no air bubbles are present in the pit fill resin. Take the LED lamp from the case and place over the area to be cured. Please make sure you are wearing the 100% UV blocking safety glasses before switching on the lamp. Switch on the LED lamp. After 75 seconds, the lamp will automatically shut off. Only one cycle of UV light needs to be applied to effect a deep, 100% cure of the resin. After curing gently, remove the UV lamp. The repair is almost complete. However, the excess pit fill resin needs to be scraped away until it lies flush with the surface of the screen. Peel back the mylar sheet. Take the single-sided razor blade and hold at 90 degrees to the screen. Press down firmly whilst moving the blade rapidly back and forth. By varying the direction of travel every few seconds, the process is speeded up. The excess resin is now removed. However, the blemish of the pit fill resin appears opaque after curing and will still be visible. Using a cloth, take a small dab of pit fill polish from the jar and rub this against the glass over the impact crater. In just under a minute, the appearance of the screen will be greatly improved. Your windscreen repair is now complete. To prolong the life of your equipment, it is important to clean each component. The gel on the Elite Bridge sucker should be wiped away using a cloth. To clean the syringe assembly, first expel any excess liquid. Remove the needle and plunger. Use the E-Spray IPA spray to clean the inside of the syringe, and again use the plunger to expel any excess liquid. Carefully clean the black seal on the plunger. The inside of the syringe can be further cleaned using a rolled up piece of dry cloth. Finally, any residual resin should be removed from the needle. Next, dismantle the injector assembly and again remove any excess liquid. Use the IPA spray to clean the injector body and plunger. It's especially important to clean the injector seal very carefully, completely wiping away any excess resin. This will prolong the life of the injector. Likewise, the tip of the plunger should be clean and dry. All equipment should be returned to its correct place in the carry case.